I'm Gwen Peterson. I'm founder of Spiritual Communities Network, and I'm also the mentor of Insights and Illuminations. And that work through the Art of Allowing group, I've been doing over for 10 years, and that is really kind of evolved as time has gone on, along with my practice, which the two of them have just kind of blended into each other. My practice led into my work, which led into a deeper practice, and led back into deeper work. And so it's been this ebb and flow. And most recently, about a year ago, I started feeling the nudge that I was going to be creating like a certification program, an actual training thing for people who are interested in soul work, or as for those who are familiar with Alice Bailey, the Antakarana work with Dwell Cool, Ascended Master. So as I've been getting these nudges, and I was like, I don't know, I knew it was going to break out of my Art of Allowing group that I have on Mondays, and I just didn't know what that would look like. So Spirit's been nudging me, and with coronavirus hitting, they were like, this is your opportunity to start, breaking down the pieces and putting it out there and stuff. So on Tuesday nights, I've been holding different classes, and each class kind of represents a chunk of what we do in Art of Allowing, or a chunk that you would bring into your spiritual practice for yourself, so that you can delve deeper into your soul connection and start to really live your life from a soul-infused life. And these are all things that you can put into practice and start to shift your days. And then Monday nights is when people come together to share how they're doing that and the results they're getting, so that it moves them forward and encourages others to move forward in that as well. So meditation obviously is a key, one of the key components to that. And like I said, it just seemed fitting to do it as the kickoff for today's event of wellness, because meditation is really credited with health, a lot of health benefits now. I think a lot of people who've done meditation knew that, but science is starting to catch up over the years and say, hey, you know what, if you take the time to do meditation, we're seeing that it reduces stress. And when you reduce stress, you reduce the incidence of disease, illness. You have it, because stress just really taxes the system. And when you do meditation, it gives you an opportunity to untax it. It gives it a chance to take a breather, to pun intended, take a breather and kind of just move into a more calm place. So there's different types of meditation, and I want to be clear, there is no right or wrong meditation, no right or wrong way to do it. So take judgment out. If you feel like you want to do a particular type of meditation that day, do it. It's not a big deal. Some days you're going to want to be quiet. Some days you're going to need the guided meditation. Okay. So let's talk on a few different types of meditation. First is mindfulness, and that one is focusing on breath and watching your thoughts. Okay. Transcendental meditation is focusing on a mantra that you repeat over and over and over. A guided one deals with imagery. Usually it, as it says, guided. You have a person who's guiding you through the meditation, through the breath work, through the visioning, through the relaxation portion of it. It's very step by step, and someone's helping you to do that. Metta meditation are love mantras, and it's just like transcendental, where you're doing a mantra over and over, only this is based on love. So that's a lot of fun if you want to practice that one, especially this time on our planet. Chakra meditations are just what they sound like. You are focusing on your chakra centers. You're balancing, clearing, and helping to move that energy through your body. And that's something you want to do from time to time, because we pick up stuff through the course of a day. You know, we interact with people or have glitchy technology, which can kind of get things kind of kinked up, and you know, sometimes you need to clear it, open it up. There's yoga, and yoga originally was nothing but meditational. Okay, it's about breathing and movement, and that's where your focus is on the breath and movement. And then channeling type meditation, which is what I do, is, or what I call vibrational meditation, where it's kind of silent. You might get some input from spirit, as far as words from me, but overall it's vibrational. I'm holding the vibration of a group of archangels and ascended masters, holding that energy for you to tap into, and then you will have your own experience with that. And you can trust in the fact that the guides that we're working with, the angels and ascended masters, they already know what you're working on. They already know what you're needing. And so if you're able to quiet yourself and just tune into that energetic, you can begin to feel their presence and experience their nudges through your day, or those moments where you're like, I see something going on here. So meditation, and if you didn't notice, they all have one thing in common, and it's focus. Where are you putting your focus? Are you just letting your head just go around and round and round without paying attention? Or where's your focus? Okay. So meditation's all about that. Whether you're focusing on breath, a candle, walking, breathing, stretching, speaking, it's all focus. And that's the work. And that's the practice, is to train yourself into understanding there's the mind, and then there's the observer of the mind, and moving into that observer place. Okay, and it takes work to calm that mind down and pay attention and not engage it, which is what we do all the time. We love to engage our mind, and it can go in directions you really don't want it to go sometimes. So being able to observe where you go with that is important. Meditation is not an easy practice. It's a simple practice, but it's not an easy practice, especially if you are like me, who is a multitasker, who is not comfortable unless they've got 20 projects running simultaneously, okay? So when I started meditation, I started it because I knew I'd gotten to a place in my life where I knew I had to do something different, okay? Excuse me. And meditation seemed like it was going to be the answer. So sitting for even 10 minutes doing nothing was really hard. Okay, so what you want to do, here's some things you want to keep in mind as you do a meditation. All right, because I just did little pieces. Okay, I was like, okay, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for 10 minutes. I put it on my calendar, and 10 minutes on those days. And I started liking how I felt. So then I said, okay, well, Monday through Friday, this seems to be working. And I'll give myself the weekend off because I'm such a good girl. And then I started to notice that there was a problem with Monday. By the time I got to Monday, my life was chaotic, just a chaotic mess. The weekends weren't anywhere close to being as smooth running and comfortable as the weekdays were going, which was kind of opposite of what I expected. So I I realized it was meditation, and there was my practice. And, I realized that it had to be a daily practice. It would vary in length of time depending on what I was working on and how caught up in things as I was, and also learning that practice, like I said, of being able to say, is that my mind? Am I just stuck in my mind, or am I observing my mind? So I'm going to go over some pointers to keep in mind when you do meditations, and then we're going to do our meditation. Commitment is key. All right. If you say you're going to do it, do it. Put it on the calendar, do it. Don't be an overachiever. Okay. Don't say I'm going to do this every day for an hour. No. Mondays for 10 minutes at 9 a.m. I'm a big one for doing it in the morning, because you set the energy for the day versus trying to fix the day in the evening. Unless you're doing it for the next day, you can do it in the evening to prepare for the next day. So you're preparing your sleep and your next day. But you don't want to get in the habit of trying to clear the energy of the day before. Okay. You want to work on the now moment. So commitment's key. Schedule a time to meditate. Find a quiet, comfortable place to sit. Set a timer if you feel you need one. Listen to music, a recorded meditation, nature. If you have a water feature you can listen to, that's great too. Whatever works for you. Okay. Start out with taking 3 deep breaths. Those 3 deep breaths are a signal to your body that you are going to relax and rest. Okay, and that's something you can do any time of day. When you are uptight about anything, take 3 deep breaths, and that'll calm you right down. Okay. I feel like I need to sidetrack too. That's why people smoke. It's not the smoking that calms you down. It's all the deep breathing you're doing when you leave your desk to go have a cigarette. So go outside and take deep breaths. You don't need to smoke. Just get away from your desk and take some deep breaths. That's what that's about. Relax. Feel your shoulders drop. Let go of any tension that you might be feeling. Begin to observe what happens during your meditation. Okay. Are you feeling any tenseness in your body? Are you feeling your heart opening up? Are you feeling tingling in your body? Do you feel like you can't quiet your mind and need to maybe journal out some things to get it to settle down? Just observe. And that's when you start to observe your body, you're starting to put yourself in that observer mode. Okay. And then that's from the observer mode is where you focus. All right. And I'll repeat that again. It's from the observer mode that you do your focus. All right. Begin to observe what happens during your meditation. Journal to quiet an overactive mind. If you can't quiet it down, get out a sheet of paper and a pencil and start writing. Journal before, during, and after a meditation. There's no right or wrong on that either. If you can't quiet down before the meditation, write. If you get inspiration during your meditation, stop and take a note. If after your meditation, you just want to stay in that moment and really focus and amplify what you just had, journaling is a great way to do it too. Don't judge yourself. Okay. Again, there's no right or wrong way to do it. It's for those of you who do yoga, what do you tell, and if you're a yoga teacher, what do you tell your students? Every day is different. You take your day where you're at and you work from there. Okay, so don't judge yourself, because remember, this is peaceful. You're supposed to be relaxing, and you can't relax when you're putting yourself under a microscope. Okay, so each session is different. Allow yourself that. And with that, I am going to ask you to get comfy in your seat. I want you to put your focus on your heart center, close those eyes. And our mentors are ready to begin. Are you? Let's begin. Breathing into the space you're creating. Allowing yourself to sit in a bubble of love. Inviting in your angels and guides. Taking another deep breath. And exhaling. Allow yourself to relax even deeper. This is a safe time and a safe place for you. In love and appreciation. Namaste. So, my friends, I thank you for being here. It was my pleasure to do this work with you. And we're going to take a half an hour break. And then at 11 o'clock, we are going to start with our next speaker, Denise Flood.